Yeah, so for us in New South Wales or East Coast, what's a good yield? What's a bumper yield for you over there for canola?
Well, I used to hear about people getting 3-ton canola out Mungla up. I got a mate out there who seems to get 3-ton canola. I just could never get it. We're not getting it. 2-ton of canola was the unachievable sort of. We get close to 2-ton and we just never get there. And we're having a paddock, which is a 800 hectare paddock, seems to be going about 3-ton now. So it's quite staggering for us. And all the stuff leading up to it was around 2.5 or so. So yeah, like we just smashed our records to bits, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, good. And what else is in the rotation? You've got barley,
Uh,
wheat.
yeah, it's fairly traditional rotation. It's wheat, barley, canola, and lupins. It's pretty hard to keep the lupins going just because, especially, if we can grow 3-ton of canola, but I don't expect to do that again anytime soon. But 3-ton of lupins is a good lupin crop, and we're talking probably high 300s for the price at the moment. And canola, if we're getting 3-ton of canola and it's 800 and something, it's pretty compelling. It's a bit hard to squeeze the lupins in at the moment.
Yeah, and how do you work it storage-wise? Do you ship it all off, pretty much off the crop out the back of the header, or?
We do, yeah. Look, we get it off the farm as quick as we can. I mean, we're very blessed in West Australia to have cooperative bulk handling, our CBH cooperative, which I'm sure all your listeners, most of your listeners will have heard of at least. Grower-owned cooperative, and 90-something% of the grain in Western Australia goes straight to CBH. They export it. They manage the storage of it. It's a very efficient network. So, yeah, our prerogative is to get it off the farm as quickly as we can and into the CBH network, and then they can take the risk on storing it, and we're not worried about it anymore. So that's definitely our priority. We do store a fair bit of grain on the farm during harvest in open stacks. That's become central to our operation because we get a lot of moisture at harvest time at Esperance, and also like with three class 10 headers going flat out on a good day, you can take off more than the trucks can take away. So we just stockpile it in open stacks on the ground, and I've built a machine called an unstacker. It's one of my commercialised machines, which picks it up again pretty much effortlessly and loads it into trucks. So that's other than that, yeah, we put it in bins and the trucks come and go all day long and just get rid of it as quick as we can.
So that unstacker, is it working sort of like when you're bagging up grain?
Yeah. It's similar to a bag unloader. If you picture a bag unloader, it's really just like something like a bag unloader that's customised for picking grain up off the ground. Has the auger out the side like a chase bin, except it's a big auger. I'm a West Australian farmer. Everything has to be big and fast. So you can load a 70-ton road train in about 15 minutes straight off the ground. There's no brooms, shovels, any of that sort of carry on, no front end loaders. You just sit in the tractor and it just chuffs the grain off the ground straight up into the truck.
And you've sold some. You've got more out there than just yours?
Yeah, I've sold about a dozen, and I probably could have sold another couple of dozen, but it's one of those, one of the problems in Australia, as we know, is the cost of doing anything is huge. And for me to charge what I need to charge to make it worth me building unstackers, it becomes difficult for people to justify paying for it. So it's just, there's easier ways to make $1, and none of my stuff I've read, the iPaddock stuff, I didn't do any of it to get rich. I did it all because I had a good idea. It was great for me, really helped our business. And it's like, well, I've done the hard bit now, let's commercialise it. That was sort of the thought process with the apps and with the machinery. And the unstacker's the same, but it's quite a distraction for me organising the whole supply chain side of the unstacker and getting them out to customers. If I'm going to do it for a $5,000 margin or something, it's like, why would I do that? It's taken me away from the other things that are important to me. So we haven't sold unstackers for a good few years now. I could, if I knew I was going to sell 10 a year or 20 a year, I'd probably just get straight back into it. But unfortunately, there's a few disappointed farmers out there because every year about, July, I get, stressed phone calls from people who can see their crops are big and they've lost a truck or something. And it's like, oh, can we have an unstacker? And it's like, oh, sorry, I haven't got any at the moment. But I probably will start doing them again at some stage. But yeah, we just sold about a dozen or so around the countryside, and that's all we've done at this stage.